It is here at last, Milan's Red Letter Day, Derby Day, a grand tradition since 1908, involving two of the most storied clubs in the entire world. There's so little to separate the teams in terms of prestige, so expect this to be nothing less than a day of storm and tempest, heady ambition and sharp partisanship. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan... Can he put it away? Now, who's going to be first to this? Luis Enrique. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Henrik Mkhitaryan. He's not the biggest, strongest or quickest, Peter, but what he lacks in physique, he certainly makes up for with a supreme footballing intelligence and great technique. He just seems to be able to see situations develop before anybody else, and he usually tends to pick the right option too.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Loftus-Cheek has a shot! Rafael Leao touches it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
Luis Enrique. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Has a look and plays it forward.
João Felix, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Loftus-Cheek. Milan looking to pass their way through. And he's straight offside. Gives it back. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, good! Fofana! Really well taken goal. And they've got rid.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
They're urging him to shoot. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Mkhitaryan. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Mkhitaryan. Motta. Fofana. Joao Felix. Oh, good spread. And it's Mkhitaryan. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mignon catches it safely. Rafael Leao! Rafael Leao! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. There's the hit! Goal! Inter! Inter are back in business. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal.
Gets his head to it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
He won't be happy with that one.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Motta, and the pass is intercepted. Strong running down that left flank. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. And it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show highly competitive, combative confrontation. It's Mkhitaryan! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Mkhitaryan may risk being accused of being a tad selfish. Not by me, though. It was good endeavour.
Now it's Abraham. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Abraham. Now it's Joao Felix. And the shot! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Joao Felix demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Milan take the lead. Loftus-Cheek. Oh, nicely intercepted. No, that's been intercepted. Ashlani. Ashlani is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Di Gennaro sends that a long
L'affluenza di
way.
quest'oggi è di 71.898 spettatori.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, they've got it again. Can he get it through? Abraham! Mkhitaryan. Oh, perfectly measured that. Thiaw calmly anticipates. Loftus-Cheek. Well timed, excellent interception. Motta. Ashlani. That's a little off target. And here's Abraham. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That is a brilliant interception. Cleared without complication. And now they can spring out of defence. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Looking for the runner.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Inter Milan making consecutive
Attenzione,
changes
un
here.
cambio.
Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10, numero 29, numero 8, numero 38, numero 23. Lasciano il campo per il numero 77, il numero 55,
Just
il
a
numero
quarter of an
30,
hour to play.
il numero 80.
He's been picked
il numero
out.
31.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Milan could not have hoped for a better opportunity. The chance to pull further clear. And he's kept it out. And that would have won it.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
It's their second corner of the game.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Driving forward. Zalewski. Ashlani. Thuram. And that could set him on his way. Here comes the corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Joao Felix. And he stands tall, impenetrable. That's a sharp pass. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Off the ball. Oh, that's well spotted.
Milan can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Now it's Abraham. De Vrij can get it clear. Out for a throw. João Felix. Hernandez cuts out the pass. And here's João Felix. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Milan, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Di Gennaro, in the context of the game, he must save it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And here's Thuram. So that's it. It is all over. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true Rafael Leao! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Gavi. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rafael Leao. De Jong. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Abraham. Interesting ball. Oh, that great chance! Oh, he's been caught. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Milan are now big header! They've scored! Back to within one! Interesting! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a decent clearance. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gavi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
There they go, hunting again.
Casado. Now it's De Jong. Valde. Oh, that's fabulous.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Danger averted for now. and reclaimed it in a trice. Rafael Leao. Now it's Abraham. He's shifting through the gears here. Abraham! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Abraham has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And it's Lewandowski. Casado. Valde. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And that should be the keeper's. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gavi. Oh, good spread. Plays a delicate ball. That's been cut out, well played. Nice sequence of passes, this. Loftus-Cheek was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Casado. Now it's De Jong. This is De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Rafael Leao. Abraham. Good purposeful running this. Abraham looking to penetrate opposition lines. Dani Olmo. Pau Victor. Fofana. Abraham! And here's João Felix. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Loftus-Cheek. And there's the end of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Milan come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After he's tried one! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Thiaw calmly anticipates.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Dani Olmo! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
He just the goalkeepers. There's the hit! And the ball's come loose here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He won't be happy with that one. Rafael Leao. João Felix. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Milan really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Balde, and he's picked out the run. Now it's De Jong. He's picked his way through. Fofana,
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è
Rafael
di
Leao.
71.550 spettatori.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gets into some space. That is a brilliant interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, great ball! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And for a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Abraham proves just a little bit too strong. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Gavi. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. And the pass is intercepted. Hernandez. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, he's burst through. Gavi, played with finesse.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Sostituzione. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
Milan choosing
Numero
to
8.
make the first change.
Numero 29. Numero 38. Numero 23.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Lascia il campo per il numero 77.
Pablo Torre.
Il numero 30. Il numero 55.
He welcomes it in.
Il numero
Oh, that's a
80.
key interception.
Il numero 31.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
De Jong. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Thiaw cuts it out. Musa. Well, that has not gone well. He's looking to set free a runner. Ferran Torres! They've done it! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's having a go! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity. Gavi really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Pablo Torre. No, that's been intercepted. Musa. Gavi. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Oh, perfectly measured that.
That's good play from him.
And he's through and all alone! And the referee brings it to a close. Milan did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me,
Rafael Leao! He scored!
listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Gavi. Pau Victor. And Dani Olmo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Loftus-Cheek. Rafael Leao. De Jong. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Gavi. Pau Victor. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Showing good feet. Fofana. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's run loose, who's going to get there? And again! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Kyle Walker. Joao Felix. Ooh, perfectly measured that. No, that's been intercepted. Hernandez. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Joao Felix. Now the finish! De Jong.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it? Well, and the finish! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
That looks like a preconceived plan.
Oh, terrible pass. And that's gone loose. And he was quick to react. Martinez is there to clear. And here's... Can he put it away? It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. Terrific save by Iñaki Peña. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. Hernandez. Fofana! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Stood up well to him there.
It was all set up for him too, Peter, to pick out someone wearing the same shirt, and the rest is history now.
And here's Abraham. De Jong. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Big chance!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Fofana. It's Loftus-Cheek.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
De Jong. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Rafael Leao. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the first 45 minutes are up. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. No reported change to either side during the break. And it's Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Gavi. Casado. Gavi. Oh, a delicate chip through. Well read, nice interception. Fofana. Loftus-Cheek, who's set up one goal so far. João Felix. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Oh, that's nice. Lewandowski. And here's Rafael Leao. Great hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
João Felix deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then. De Jong tries to clear. And he's had a shot! And it's there! clear here. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan find a position of real strength now. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is as far as they're going to go.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 71.898 spettatori.
Tomori. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gavi has been caught there, it's a foul. Fofana. Here's Rafael Leao. Fiddles it through. Joao Felix. That's a fabulous ball. Shot goal! A whisker away from making it 4. Corner number 3 coming up. Tries to get it clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. Now it's Joao Felix. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
So their 4th corner of the game. Hernandez. Caught offside that time. And he's in on goal. Abraham! And yes, it's there! Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that has been clubbed away.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Fofana. Look at this. Abraham! Balde. Casado. Balde. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Balde is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's a shade optimistic. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pal Victor. Lewandowski. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Loftus-Cheek. And that has put paid to that. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Fermin. Gently done. Oh, he's busted. It's Lewandowski! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Now it's Lewandowski. Kyle Walker. 4 added minutes on the board. Now it's Lewandowski. Loftus-Cheek. And the counter is on. Rafael Leao. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's that. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Rafael Leao claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
The action has already started. Loftus-Cheek, Rafael Leao. Oh, just skips past his man. Great hit! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Fran Garcia picks it up out wide. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one.
João Felix really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Rodrigo. Tomori kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now there's a fine ball. Mbappe. And he was alert to it. Quarter of an hour played. That's a shade optimistic. Loftus-Cheek is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And it's Loftus-Cheek. João Felix. Shot a goal! Well, now it's... Oh, he's been caught napping! And that has sent him sprawling.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Always onto this. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
João Felix. Rafael Leao! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Has a go! Oh, they could be caught out here. And again! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. João Felix. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gently done. Oh, well played, well sorted out. João Felix, Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao puts his foot on the gas. Shot could be on. And the finish! Same again, same outcome.
Milan really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Here's Abraham. And the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Well, they could break here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Half-time getting close now. Mbappe. Tomori makes the interception. Now it's Abraham. Vinicius Junior. He's through here. Thiaw kept his eye on it, and he's there. Joao Felix. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Rodrigo. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And here's Mbappe. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum.
He's having a go! Oh, that is outstanding! Gem! An absolute gem! The breakthrough arrives at last! Milan have taken the lead.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Valverde. And they win it back again. And here's Abraham.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
In with the challenge. Fofana. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rafael Leao looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great ball, and he's in here! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Alexander-Arnold. That's a little off target. And that has left him in a heap. Keeper's ball. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Rodrigo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafael Leao. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Rafael Leao. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Rodrigo. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rafael Leao! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Milan have their third corner. Oh, important interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now they can spring out of defence. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Nice sequence of passes, this. Valverde. Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. Mbappe, and that could set him on his way. Now the finish! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Valverde deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, easy pickings there. Joao Felix.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Milan can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Loftus Cheek! Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
He's in space and looking for options. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goulet. And there goes the final whistle. Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. How would you summarise what we've... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained. But if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Alaba promptly onto that, and that is that. Brahim Diaz. Chouameni. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Loftus-Cheek. He could be in here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Loftus-Cheek is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
He's tried one! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's played him through. Mbappe! It's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Abraham, and he's on his way! Great ball, and he's in here! Nice interception, well timed. Oh, look at the space here! Chouameni.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Fofana. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Brahim Diaz. Chouameni. Rodrigo.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And that's another good win of the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Fofana, nicely aimed pass. Loftus-Cheek, and the shot!
Back. Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mendy. Loftus-Cheek. Brahim Diaz. That is a brilliant interception. Fofana. Abraham.
This is the time you need that pace.
And they can counter here. Xiao spots it and intercepts. And it's Loftus-Cheek.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh, that's a key interception. And he's going to be disappointed with that. That has been cut short. Alaba. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it. Heads it! He's scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Fofana. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Mbappe. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo. Carvajal got a long way forward to join the attack. Rafael Leao. And he's running. Rafael Leao! Sticks it away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That is a great pick out. And through to the goalkeeper. Mendy. Mbappe. Walker gets a foot in here. Fofana. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Brahim Diaz. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Carvajal. The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rodrigo, he gets big! And he's straight offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10, numero 23, numero 38, numero 8, numero 29. Lasciano il campo per il numero 77.
Mario Martin.
Il numero 31.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Il numero 55.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bellingham. Mbappe. He's through, now is he in? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Alaba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
No, that's been intercepted. Martin. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Bellingham driving forwards. Can he finish? And again. Well, that is commitment to the cause.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply...
Big header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Gets his pass away. He is through here. Hits one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Tries a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Alaba. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was brilliantly cut out. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That'll be a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He has found the way through. And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.